Coming up is a 30-minute workout to do before your wedding. As a bride-to-be and certified personal trainer, I want to give you the best workout that you could do before your big day. If you're a bride yourself or a mother to the bride, or you're just getting ready for a big event coming up, this is the perfect workout to do to prep and get ready so that you can feel confident in your dress. All you need is a set of moderate to heavy dumbbells and a mat. Are you ready? Let's go. All right, let's get started with our warm-up. Let's take 2 big deep breaths together, feet nice and wide. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, let it go. Again, inhale, hands come up. And exhale, let it go. Let's go ahead and start with some good mornings. Waking up the backside to feet shoulder distance apart, elbows nice and wide. We're gonna hinge from those hips like you're pushing a door with your booty, and then press those hips forward. Come back to a stand. You wanna make sure that you have a nice soft knee, or both knees rather. Weight is heavier in the heels, and you're focusing on really opening up that chest to avoid the rounding of your spine. We'll be here for 2 more. And last one. Good, and rest. From here, we'll go into a sumo squat, and let's go ahead and press our hands up. So heels in, toes out, come down into a squat, press those hands up. As you come down, think heels heavy, chest open. Now in today's workout, we have 8 exercises, a total of 3 rounds, 1 minute each move. Transitions will be pretty quick, shoulder circles, about 15 to 10 seconds, I believe, in between each move. And it's gonna be nonstop. It's mostly strength training today, full body strength training. Heart rate's gonna be up though. Go ahead and reverse, simply because we are constantly moving. So you'll get the best of both worlds in today's workout. Awesome. From here, we'll go into some inchworms. So feet are shoulder distance apart. Walk those hands out, come into your plank position, and let's go ahead and hold our plank for a quick second. And let's stay down here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, drop down to those knees. We'll go into an alternating bird dog to wake up the core. Right foot comes back, left hand comes forward. Find your balance, press the belly button into your spine, and then go ahead and switch other side. If you do my workouts a lot, you'll notice that we do the same moves pretty much over and over again in the warm-up because we really don't have to get fancy with it. It's just about making sure that we're priming our muscles that we're gonna use for today's workout, making sure that we find good range of motion just with our body weight before we add extra load through our dumbbells. Good, let's go ahead and tuck those toes. Downward facing dog, and I want you to hold it here and really just stretch this out. Just feel really good as you press your heels down towards the floor and come to your plank position. Again, downward dog, and come back to your plank. Again, keep going at your own time. Think about really pressing that chest towards your thighs. 1 more, and rest. Good, and then from here, I want you to come into a nice froggy squat, okay? So I want you to try to bring your hips all the way down to your heels. Your hands are gonna come into this prayer position, and you're just gonna rock side to side, really getting into those hips nice and deeply. All right, so we're about to get into our first exercise, which is going to be a suitcase deadlift. So the same way you should be lifting up a suitcase from the floor, that's what we're gonna be doing here. So you're gonna grab your moderate to heavy weights for this. Your feet are shoulder distance apart, dumbbells are by your side. You're gonna hinge from those hips, keep the back flat, pick up the suitcase, metaphorically speaking, and then stand back up. We're here for 1 minute, so choose your weights that you feel comfortable with lifting for about 1 minute. That might be 12 to 15 reps. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, let's go. And if you have really heavy weights, you might be going a lot slower. So notice how it's kind of like a squat and a hinge at the same time. Hips come back, knees bend, posture stays tall. There's only like 6 movement patterns that we all should master as we get older. It's a squat, it's a hinge, it's a lunge, it's a push, it's a pull. think I said 6. If I didn't, then maybe plank. Plank would be your 6th one because it's so good for your core. If you can master those moves, then you will be solid. So we should be feeling quads, glutes, hamstrings, core. Shoulders are working as we hold these dumbbells. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Grab your moderate set of weights. We're gonna do a sumo squat with 1 dumbbell press. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna step out, press it up, and then we'll switch sides. 3, 2, 1. Let's hold our sumo squat here. So down and up. We're just focusing on one side. We'll go 30 seconds, and then we switch. When you have 1 dumbbell on one side, it forces you to use your core a little bit more. And let's go ahead, do 1 more, and then now we switch. Here we go. Bring it up. Now, because we're doing this for 3 rounds, I want you to just take notice of whether this move feels easy for you or whether next round we need to step it up. You have 3, 2, 1, rest. Split stance, single arm double row. So dumbbell is in my right hand, right foot is behind me, flat back position, row the dumbbell to the hip, come back down. We take off 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now my hand is on the left thigh. It's supporting me, but I'm not getting lazy about it. So no lazy stance. You wanna stay active, core tight. Now, common thing is I see dumbbells coming up to the armpits like this, and that's not getting the right muscles. Pull it back towards the hip. And let's go ahead and switch sides. Nice and quick, pull behind you. That's gonna help you get into your lat muscles that run down your back. Eyes are looking down as well. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Coming up, tempo bicep curls. So we know what bicep curls are, but we're gonna add some tempo to it. So 1 count up, nice and slow on the way down. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bring it up and down. So if you have your wedding coming up, we want our arms to look strong and toned. And so I really want you to pay attention to all of the upper body that we're doing in this workout. It's intentional because most dresses are showing off the top half of your body. But we also need to work on the lower body as well so that we can get down on the dance floor. Nice and slow. Try not to swing those dumbbells up. I know it's tempting. Ten seconds. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Coming your way on the floor, chest press with a hip bridge. So you're gonna start down. You're going to press the dumbbells up as you press the hips up at the same time. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Press it up, squeeze the butt. Come back down nice and slow. Think about squeezing a blueberry in between your butt cheeks, driving into the heels. Exhaling on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Dumbbells are coming to a 90-degree angle on the floor. Keep a space in between your chin and your chest. Elongate the neck. So obviously we're getting multiple muscle groups here. And rest, good. All right, come to your knees. We're gonna go into a kneeling overhead tricep extension. For 30 seconds, we're right here. And then I want you to grab some lighter weights. Time starts in 3, 2, 1. We'll go into a tricep kickback after. So I got my 5 pounds right behind me. I'm gonna grab those at the 30-second mark and I'll show you the next move. So let's talk about this one. Your elbows are nice and tight to the ears, so they're not splaying out. Your ribs aren't splaying out as well, so you really wanna think about tucking under. All right, let's go ahead and switch our weights. If you have some lighter ones, go ahead and grab them now. We're gonna lean forward, hinging from the hips, and then kick it back right behind you. It doesn't matter which leg is in front. We can switch sides each round. Palms are facing in for this. And you're slowing the weights as they come back in. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. Okay, next up, we have a kneeling oblique lean. Grabbing your moderate weights, 1 foot out. You're gonna come all the way down to the floor. Squeeze your obliques, come back up. Time starts now. Use the obliques. Yeah. You feel that? Now, focus on keeping the arms straight. If the floor is too far, you can go put a block right down there or a couple of books. Go one more, and then we switch. Oh yeah, the heavier the dumbbell, the harder this move gets. Now, extra challenge, you might have noticed, my eyes gaze up to the dumbbell, and then they look forward when I'm done. It just adds a little bit more of a balance challenge. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. Last one, and rest. And your last move is a plank walkout. So start at your toes. You're gonna come up almost like an inchworm. You're gonna walk your hands beyond a plank position, like all the way to the top of your mat. Time starts now, and then bring it back to the toes. Okay, so we're getting shoulders, we're getting core. Make sure that you have a super grippy mat so you can explore how flat you can get your body to the floor. So beyond the plank position. And do the best that you can. If you're like, I can barely get to the plank, then just do the plank. Make sure the hips come down in that walkout. Don't keep them up. You got 10 seconds here. You have 3, 2, and 1. 1 and a break. Awesome job. Grab a quick sip of water. You can clean up your weights a little bit, and then we will get to round number 2. Okay, so round number 2 starts with that suitcase deadlift. So get ready for it. We should be using our heaviest weights for the suitcase deadlift because you're using a lot of your big muscle groups for that one. And then everything else can go a little bit lighter. So just to give you a little piece of advice. So we'll get started with your suitcase deadlift. Try to go heavy, try to keep good form, take breaks when you need it. Always pick up your dumbbells with a bend in your legs, keeping the posture tall. Here we go. We start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Drop it down. Stand up nice and tall. Now this workout is good, again, regardless if you're getting married or not, right? I highly recommend a combination of full body strength training, getting some cardio, getting in those rest days, nourishing your body, eating right, doing all the things. We shouldn't be focusing on fitness as a means to an end, right? It's a lifestyle. We should do this well beyond any wedding or big event. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Sumo squat with 1 overhead press. So grabbing my moderates for this one. Here we go, starting on one side. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I used to be that type of person where I would diet really, really hard and work out really, really hard for spring break vacation, right? But we all know that just puts you into a cycle of never-ending crash dieting, and that's not a way to live, in my opinion. Let's go ahead, switch sides. I'd rather do a little for a long time rather than do a lot during a small window of time. It's much more sustainable that way. You have 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. Split stance, single arm dumbbell row. 30 seconds on one side, then we switch. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now the flatter and more parallel your back is to the floor, the more muscles you're gonna work. So if you're up here, you're not gonna get so much of the back. Okay, so come nice and flat. And let's go ahead, switch sides. Really connect to those back muscles, visualize them contracting. I know it's hard when you can't see them working. You have 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, tempo bicep curl. Here we go. Feet shoulder distance. 3, 2, 1. You can also do a split stance with your feet. 1 foot in front, 1 foot back, if that feels good for you. Keep those elbows nice and tight to the ribs. Exhale on the way up. Remember, it's never too early to start training for a big event or a wedding. Like I said, I'm always about lifestyle first, but when it comes to actually prepping for something big, always start earlier than you think, because it usually takes double the time. Whatever your goal is, if you think you can lose 10 pounds in 10 weeks, expect double, sometimes even triple. 3, 2, and 1, rest. Go into your chest press with your hip bridge. I know through personal experience, but also through working with so many clients. 3, 2, 1. So it's really about the long game, staying patient, trusting the process, and not giving up too early. If you keep showing up and you stay consistent, your success is inevitable. You just have to keep going. Be willing to be that person who just continues to show up without any external reward. And I'll tell you right now, the biggest gift of focusing on your health and fitness is the internal reward of feeling amazing about yourself. Not because you look good or anything like that, but because you commit to focusing on self-care and you commit to bettering yourself. That's amazing. And time. We're gonna go into a kneeling overhead tricep extension. It's about the discipline that you build within yourself. Here we go. And that weight loss simply becomes a byproduct of continuing to put you number one on your priority list. Now remember, in 10 seconds, we're gonna quickly transition to maybe some lighter weights, and we'll do 30 seconds of tricep kickbacks. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead, switch. Whatever foot you put in front last time, let's go ahead and switch that leg. Slow on the way in, please. You have 3, 2, and 1, rest. Coming into a kneeling oblique lean, grab your moderate weights here. 1 foot out. 3, 2, 1. Plant the entire palm on the floor if you can, not just on your fingers. See, as a bride-to-be, the one thing that I don't want to stress about is how I look. All right, there's so many things, like brides, I get it. There are so many things to think about. It's insane how much planning and detail goes into one single day, switch sides. But I am in it, and I'm an overachiever. Like the things that we're doing now, we're like 12 months out right now. These are things that you're supposed to do maybe like 8 months out, 7 months out. I'm like getting it done because I do not want to be stressed. Because stress just makes your physical goals harder to accomplish. Time. Plank walkouts. That's your final move. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. However far you went last time, maybe like explore half an inch further, maybe 1 inch further, and hold it for as long as you can before coming back in. This move will really help your shoulders look really, really good on your wedding day. Couple more seconds. And time. Amazing. 1 minute break. Grab a quick sip, towel down, organize your weights. We have 1 more round to go. Whew. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good, right? Feel worked, but we have this 3rd round. The reason why we do a couple rounds over and over again is usually the first round is just stimulating the muscle. It's like, hello, we're here and we're trying to work you. The second round, it's like, okay, now our muscles are responding. And then the third round is when we really want to start taxing it out, fatiguing the muscle, making it work a lot harder than it wants to. That's ultimately how we grow our muscles. Let's go into our suitcase deadlift. Okay, get set up. Last round, best form, 2, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Something that has kind of been helping me as I get motivated to, look my best for the wedding is imagining my wedding being tomorrow. And then asking myself, is that a good idea to have that cookie time? We're gonna go into your alternating sumo squat with dumbbell press. Oh, I forgot to mention, it's 30 seconds each move for this round. Here we go. So we're going a little bit faster, but that just helps me change my choice in the moment when I think, okay, if my wedding was tomorrow, I wouldn't be skipping my workout. I wouldn't be eating that junk food. Switch sides. And yeah, you might be thinking, but my wedding's like 5 months away, 8 months away. No, it's the things that you do now that will really set you up for success. Last one, rest. Good, split stance, single arm dumbbell row. 1 foot back. We go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 15 seconds. And let's go ahead, switch sides. So really reflect on that. What would you do differently if you knew your wedding was tomorrow or that big event was tomorrow? You wouldn't skip your workout. As much as you don't want to, you would do it. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Tempo bicep curls. So get into that mindset right here, right now. 3, 2, 1, let's go. You gotta make those sacrifices, right? You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Chest press with the hip bridge. Let's go ahead, drop it down. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I want a nice audible exhale on the way up. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Coming up, kneeling overhead tricep extension. We'll stick to this move. 3, 2, 1 for the 30 seconds. We're not gonna do the tricep kickbacks just because it takes 15 seconds to get into position. So we'll just burn it out. Focusing on the back of the arm, super important. It's more of an accessory muscle, but super important that we pay attention to. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right, coming your way, kneeling oblique lean. One side, 15 seconds, and then we switch. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's go one more. And go ahead, switch sides. You have 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Good. And your last and final move, we have your plank walkouts. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, for your final 10 seconds, hold your walkout at the furthest position. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze the low abs, hold it, hold it. You have 3, 2, 1, and rest. Amazing. You made it. Awesome, awesome work. Go ahead, towel down, grab that sip of water, and let me know how you're feeling. What was your favorite exercise? Are we feeling really good in our bodies? I hope you are. Please like and comment below and let me know what you want more of because I am always listening to you guys. So thank you so much for all of your feedback. And make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any new videos that I upload. You can check out this workout here if you want to double up and get ready for that big day. And as always, thank you. I'm so honored and grateful to work out with you. Claim your crown.